Alright. Hello fellow viewers and welcome back to yet another live stream, and on my German Ruby cartridge where I did the shiny only challenge, so played through the game while only using shinies. We are now in the post game, and well, there's multiple stuff or multiple Pokemon that we could get, but I would say the roaming Latios should be maybe a priority right now. What we can also hunt for is the shiny Rayquaza and the Southern Island Latias. Hey there Max Power, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? By the way, did it happen in Luxembourg? I'm not sure what you mean. What happened? The frame is already set, if you want to do that as well. If you're using Pokéfinder, click on stationary and then, well, use method 1 and then you input the necessary, the delay for example is 3. You can also do it without a delay via calibration. Just know that there's a glitch in Ruby and Sapphire only and in Fire Red and Leaf Green where the roamers have really bad IVs, so you will not get these IVs unfortunately. Keep that in mind. So you can't really, unless you're doing it in Emerald, can't really calibrate for the roamer that well, unfortunately. Hey there Kaiser Kamazin, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Oh, the bike incident. Oh, I mean, I haven't talked to my parents, but I mean, I already told you everything. She just fell. Do you not believe that a person can get such brain damage? Oh wait, I'm really stupid. I actually waited on the wrong. Oh god, already starting out really well, aren't we? She actually just got that from falling in a really unfortunate way. You can actually get really serious brain damage from that. And yeah, you can wake up in a coma. There's enough people that got into a coma because of a car crash where they had significant brain trauma, or either someone getting hit by a baseball even. I don't know what else to say other than she fell. And she fell on something. She fell in a very unfortunate way, and that damaged a lot of her. Gave her internal brain bleeding, which is really, really not good. And that's just what happened to her, unfortunately. Hey there, Ahmed. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Yes, I did see your DM, Kaiser, and yes, I will do so. Of course, I don't want that to go too far. Of course, I'm just as omnibenevolent as Karl Popper's paradox of tolerance allows me to go. But maybe I have to say sometimes I should say no more often, or should say, hey, guys, this is it. It's okay now. I need a horny gel, you know? I also saw that someone in my Discord, I think they left now, the username was Abby. They were like, you're a bunch of weirdos here. I'll be gone. I mean, if they think that is the weirdest Discord channel or server that they've ever seen, I don't think they've really seen many weird ones. There's some really horrendous or just outright bizarre ones out there, and mine is nowhere near that. But yeah, it's as for the friend who fell, she got these brain structures damaged that are there for motor function and I think also standing, balance, and the language, or the part where language is usually situated. That did not get damaged at all. Well, not really. She learned how to talk really quickly again. And she seems to remember all of her Arabic. But brain science definitely is very fascinating. I love reading about the newest discoveries in neurology. Or Anil Seth's work, that is very fascinating, on the underlying nature of consciousness. That consciousness is, technically speaking, a trip that your brain makes up. It's really fascinating. It's one of the most fascinating things you can ever read. Isn't it funny? We're like matter that knows that we exist. And now these atoms that form a fleshy, meaty, thinking computer, it wants to know how it functions. And there is not a shiny, a Latios, but not a shiny, unfortunately. I've been playing Dark Souls 3 today, and I've beaten the second boss in just 5 attempts. It's really easy so far. Oh, nice. Nice one. Congrats, Giga Chad Amit. Is that what brought you the, what was the defining moment where you transformed into a Giga Chad, apparently? Asking for a friend. Was just curious if it was maybe in the Netherlands, somewhere else. No worries. No, it was in Luxembourg. It's just, yeah, it is really, like, when they told me this happened, I also was like, what? She fell and now it's this serious? But yeah, unfortunately, I mean, my mom also, my mom she's like she'll turn 71 next year. She has a lot of very interesting stories or just experiences to tell. And usually when the older people in my family, when they told stories like that, I really listened, because at one point when they're gone, these memories will be gone. And I actually use these memories or these whatever they told me to try to paint a picture how life was, for example, case of my mom in the 50s, in the 60s and 70s, or my sister in the 70s, 80s. I wasn't around in the 80s, so I wouldn't know. Or my grandmother, who was among the first to really see animated stuff in cinema, which is also fascinating. Just her opinion, how that was. And let me tell you, so many older people that are either my family or not, when I talk to them, all of them knew at least one boy back then who died because he fell off of a tree or hit his head really hard and then just had brain bleeding, or just such a bad concussion that he couldn't walk anymore. And then, well, in the 20s, if you were wheelchair bound, well, good luck. That was a really bad time. It's really scary. If you just go around, if you have the opportunity to talk to older people and they're not too bigoted and, problematic, then go ahead. Ask them how their lives were, like just their memories. You're never gonna have access to that information again when they die, so you might as well. Try to not mention what I'm talking about verbally, but that definitely isn't funny. I've definitely seen weirder stuff, just not funny. At least not funny after a while. Okay, but as in you'd rather not mention it because you've seen some very depraved stuff, I assume, or maybe illegal, and then you got quickly out of there because it got very uncomfortable. I'm not really part of many Discord servers, so I didn't really see it firsthand. I just watched YouTube videos and listened to witnesses say how they accidentally got, or that this was a trafficking Discord or a CP Discord, and it's like, jeez, it's really serious. Hey there, Saltmon, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Should I finish my tier list? Oh, you said so on Discord. Yeah, why not? I mean, if you feel like it. If not, I'm not forcing you. Is her memory and problem-solving skills okay? Yes. Her mind is intact. It's just like she's somewhat like a toddler who has to learn to stand and walk and eat, chew again. That is the problem. And I mean, just speech, the let's say the motor skill part of speech is hard, so actually she gets more words out when she types, from what I've seen. But yeah, it's last time I met her, she actually didn't have to use the wheelchair all the time, and before that it was much worse. So I hope that things are going steady. I mean, my parents visit her every Saturday, pretty much. And they always come back saying that she improved. I mean, if I am there as well. And the other friend who I know with cancer, she's also... I mean, some of the cancer apparently faded now. She is feeling pretty okay. As in bodily, spirits-wise, apparently she's very good. And she believes that she can surpass this, so... Fingers crossed that she'll be all good again. No stupid cancer. Always gets the wrong ones. Or is there a right one for cancer? I guess that's a whole other debate. Are we weird? Yes. Well, I mean, do not come onto my channel if you don't like weirdness. That's like complaining about jazz because it has too many saxophones, or oh, I don't like hardstyle, it has too much boom, boom, boom. Yeah, well, that's what the genre is about. That's just, you know, you don't eat sweets if you don't like sweet. I mean, everyone... Oh, that was quick. Everyone is welcome to just come into the Discord and see for themselves. Have there been weird memes? Yes. But nothing that is really devastating, I would say. I named myself Giga Chat because of my Dark Souls 3 character, the emo Giga Chat. By the way, is on my PFP. Ah, okay, that's the character. Alright. So no shiny. The DS is 20. I mean, I still remember when I got mine. I got the pink one with the Nintendogs game. Was that Labrador? No, not Labrador and Friends. Dachshund and Friends, I think. I ride my bike a lot, that's what I'm curious. Trying to learn what not to do. Well, wear head protection, headgear. That is very, I mean, that's just a very good thing to do if you're riding a bike. Had to rank Volbeat at C tier in my Gen fleet. Well, that's very generous though. Usually people put it at like the lowest tiers. Or they forget that it even exists, unfortunately. Alright. All I'm saying is that when people be messaging me on Discord, which is still low-key sexual, a few hours after the stream, it kinda makes me wonder what is a joke and what isn't. If that continues, please send me DMs with the username and I will let them know. If the behavior continues, I will ban them. It's that easy. If that makes you uncomfortable, I wouldn't want that either. If it's a joke, okay, then they should be able to stop pretty quickly. But if it's not a joke, then, I mean, you don't want this, then obviously this is harassment. So don't shy away, don't, like, keep it a secret. Do show me who it is. and I will act. If I don't know who it is, I cannot act. But yeah, I did receive your message, and I hope that if that happens again, that you'll send me the necessary details, and then I'll definitely act. Grumpig is actually pretty speedy, 80 speed. Yeah, sometimes I forget about that Grumpig is actually, I mean, in Gen 3, yes, 80 is pretty speedy. In later gens, not so much. And it's on the road really quickly again. Do you know how old she was when it happened? Oh no, no idea. I think she's in her 50s or something. Wait, what am I doing? I just went... Did I just have a brain fart? He's here, right? Oh my god, I just had a brain fart. Just ignore that. Psychic, Psych Up, Magic Code, and Confuse Ray. Yeah, that's not too bad of a set. I don't care about DMing me about like Elden Ring and stuff. Yeah, I mean that is... it's joking again, but please do tell me if that continues. I will act, I swear. I mean, this is not okay. But if no one tells me anything, then of course I can't know. And please don't remain silent, even out of shame or something. I wouldn't blame you for this when you get texted via DM on my Discord. I mean, don't be ashamed. Ask for help. Was it mountain biking or road cycling? Road cycling. I don't think she does mountain biking. Volbeat is a good support one, basically a better Dustox. Yes, that's true, but to be fair, it still gets outclassed, unfortunately, by many mon. I mean, if I had the power over the Pokemon base stat totals, I'd definitely change so much. And trust me, the Volbeat will be viable then. It's funny for a bit, but after a while can only take so much off being names and weird. Yeah. Really grosses me out after a bit. Sex jokes are one thing, but being harassed is another. I mean, if you say stop multiple times and you don't stop then yes, that is harassment. That is annoying. I wonder who did that though. No, I just realized something. Ah, there we go. There it is, but it's not shiny. Lame. You realize something that hit me so hard about my fictional story. Oh, what is it? Something I didn't even plan for. I didn't even mean to, but in a way I did something unconsciously that hit me hard. Happened to me as well. Sometimes you can plan stuff and then you're not really cognizant of the fact that you did it. And then in hindsight it hits you. I've had that happen. But then go ahead, I wanna know how it happened to you. Spinda is bottom E. S stats, but it's not nose pass bad. You say that while I have a nose pass on screen. I mean, no, yeah, okay, she's more vulnerable, I guess, but you know, sometimes people just are really unlucky, and you know, you could get that kind of trauma from falling down the stairs. That's just life, unfortunately. Some get really unlucky and get into accidents like this. But that shouldn't make you fear using the bike. Flygon is very outclassed. Low B, sadly, yes. And usually doesn't stand after an Ice Beam. Alright, Pokédex. So you know Moro and Cinder? Yes, unlike in a way father and son. Now the thing is, Moro covers his right eye and Cinder covers his left eye, and both share a lot in common, even though I didn't plan for that. Ah, okay, that's how you see it. You just... You wrote it down, independent from each other, and then later you realized, wait, there's so many commonalities between these two characters. Yeah, I mean, that's nice. Even if it's accidental, you can bring meaning like this into your stories. Oh wow, the Latios is really early tonight. I hope this continues. Or, you know what, maybe it would even be better if it was shiny. I only fell off my bike once. Fortunately, it was only a broken arm since I wasn't wearing a broken arm. I've never broken anything in my life, but I can imagine how much it hurts. And it's not shiny. Let's try again. But yeah, her accident is a really rare one. I think the odds were higher that she'd get run over by a car or something, the way some Luxembourgers drive, and also some French people. And some Germans, like... okay, I know I'm essing on people now, but I have to say Luxembourgers are not better at driving, absolutely not. But... yeah, like we have so many SUV Karens in this country. It's and they just drive really recklessly. And then you got the Germans who, yes, okay, you got in your country there's roads like highways or motorways where there's no speed limit. So you can, if you have a Lamborghini that can go 400 kilometers an hour, you can technically drive that there. Even though I wouldn't, because usually the road quality is really bad and you just... I mean... you damage your supercar, I think. But that means they just cross over the border, where in Luxembourg the maximum allowed speed on motor or highways is 130 kilometers per hour. And not... no limit. And then you just see them drive by sometimes with 200 kilometers per hour or 300 and like... no. That's for your country, not... I think it's even the only country in the world that does that. And then you got the French, who are known for just very reckless driving. So yeah, not really... I mean... it's scary to think about. I know... or, well, I know through my super extroverted family that they all know a lot of people who are not with us anymore because they died due to a vehicular accident. And here we go again, the very morbid topics that we discuss. Can we talk about really sweet things for once? Oh well. Cacturn is too frail and slow to do anything, but Leech Seed carries it enough to be very hardy. Unfortunately, yeah, Cacturn isn't really that good. Hey there, Kyo Place. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Tut mir leid, was ich über die Deutschen gesagt habe, aber ich muss sagen, also Luxemburger sind auch nicht besser mit dem Autofahren. Absolut nicht. Oh, you were in the hospital today? Oh no, is everything alright? Are you... I mean, you're not too much... I mean, are you hurt? Hopefully they could help you. Then get well soon, of course. Now I feel bad having talked about the Germans speeding through Luxembourg. Hey there, Classic. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Did you know bees dance to communicate? Yes, they have a dance for that. And I still remember, what was it, in 8th grade, I think, where I had a test in biology, and one part of the test was essentially how would a bee dance to communicate that, and I got full marks on it. And bees also use quantum mechanics somehow to relocate, and that is super fascinating. If you want really fantastic honey, in France there's some lavender bee honey that is just wow. I think that's one of the best honeys I've ever seen. Not seen. Yeah, seen, but eaten. Eaten is what I wanted to say. Wish my place had more bike roads without any cars. Yeah, same. They always say that we do, but not really. I mean, it really depends on the city in Luxembourg. Some cities have good bike infrastructures and others don't have anything. Or barely anything. I wrote lore after I found out, so my lore says that when Cinder casts a part of himself to make a new version of himself. Okay, so he can cast a part of himself, like half, and that becomes a whole copy? Is that how I should interpret it? This? Crowlady casts part of his right green eye that has blood powers. I think you need to kind of explain more, because I don't think I fully grasp what you're trying to say. I heard guns and cars are the leading cause of death for children in the US. Well, that's no big surprise. It's very sad. I feel really horrible. I mean, I can't imagine how it must be like being a mother or a father, just a parent, gender doesn't matter, and your kid just... You hear the message, or your kid has been... Oh god, I don't want to imagine that. You can't drive anything? I mean, I was also very late to getting driver's license, and sometimes... I mean, I know I have a friend who is in his... Oh, I think he's approaching his 50s now, I think. When I met him about... 8 years ago, 7 years ago, he was in his 40s, and I'm 30 now, so yeah. He should be close to his 50s now. He does not have any driver's license, because he doesn't need one. He never needed one. And he's older than me. And he's just doing fine, so... Oh, you're heading out? Alright, Kaiser comes in. Thank you so much for being part of the stream. Don't forget what you to make a date for the Pokemon trade, because you still have that wonderful shiny Pokemon waiting for you. And do remember that if someone harasses you again, please let me know. I'll deal with it. I promise you. Alright, so hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. You vomit. Oh no, what? Lost breath does not have a bronchi. Oh no, oh crap, that is really bad. I'm so sorry to hear that. Apparently the blood was coming from a medication that I took yesterday. Oh no. Oh, you're too disabled to drive, I see. In that case, you should get bus and tram and train completely for free, but I doubt that you get that, which is really unfair. Don't have to drive because I live in front of multiple stores. Yeah, I mean, that is... Yeah, then you don't. I'm really sorry about that. I hope that you'll get better soon. Bronchitis is nothing to joke about. And also the flu. The flu is much more dangerous than people think. But at least now you're in a professional environment where there are trained people to look after you, and I really hope keep me updated how you are. But what kind of medication could bring blood? Usually you cough blood because the capillaries in your lungs have, well, been destroyed. Not completely destroyed, but blood could leak due to the damage. How good is Altaria? Pretty okay, but not really that good. It gets outclassed by pretty much any other dragon. It's not good stat for support mon, but not enough options. It has multiple problems, definitely. No, that friend does not live in Luxembourg. He is from Germany. He's a German. Sing, Safeguard, Mist. None of these are good, yeah. And there's better dragon dancers out there. I mean, it does learn dragon dance at one point. I forgot at what level, but I mean, so do other dragon Pokemon. And dragon flying as well. You got Dragonite, you got Salamence. I mean, kind of gets outclassed. Unfortunately, I like the Pokemon. Yes, 2 days ago was International Men's Day. I also said that on stream. And that day goes into, I mean, the main theme is actually mental health of men, because that seems to not really get taken seriously, which I find is really horrible. There's a lot of men essentially suffering in silence, alone, that they shouldn't be doing, but of course I don't blame them. They don't know better because they've been raised that way. You see, Cindercast, a small part of himself can grow to become a full human, but it needs thousands of years to grow. Ah, okay, so it's kind of like reproduction in a way, but a bit more emo, I guess. But grow to become Mara, a person with a cursed body. And Mara is the right part of Cinder. Mara has a green eye and he covers because he takes off the mask on his right eye. He starts to get strange monsters that come out of his right eye. Wait, there's monsters coming out of eyes now. Wow, this will be very metal. I wonder if he uses that at one point to his advantage. Or is it a lore bit? He released me a couple of hours ago, but yes, it was a throat spray that apparently was set up to a tad too hard and ruptured a tiny bit of the throat. Oh jeez, that must be, I mean, what kind of pressure should that be? That has to be really high. I'm sorry, I hope you get well soon. Oh no, your brother lost your Switch? Oh, are you sure that it's really gone? Do you know where you last seen it? If so, that's really unfortunate. I mean, since you did the donations, I'll still keep a tab on that, the shinies that I owe you. Well, that really sucks. I'm really sorry, Classic. I'm surprised he's in Germany. I thought that was more of a car country. It was Netherlands, I'd get it. Yeah, that's true. Germany is a car country. But he is a train guy. He's also really, I mean, he really doesn't like cars. He's not your usual German. In a good way, though. In a very good way. I hope he's doing fine, actually. I haven't heard of him for a while. I should get back in contact again. That's an unfortunate thing with adult friendships. Sometimes you just have your lives going on and your bills to pay, and then it's like 9 months and you haven't heard of a person. Okay, hear me out. Zangoose, Sharpedo, and Golem are LS. Wait, Zangoose? Shapiro? Shapiro, no. Shapiro is bottom tier. No, Sharpedo and Zangoose? How are they S? And Golem? Okay, I really need you need to give me the arguments. I had it a month ago, I haven't seen it since. I wanted to play Mario Kart. I'm gonna ask Mother Dearest. No. I mean, didn't you have games on there as well? That would be really unfortunate. I know my nephew had his Switch stolen. That really sucked. That was really horrible because he had all of his games in the case, like everything gone. I know Zangoose gets Swords Dance, but does that really save it? I mean, if you look at Smogon, it's, I think, UU in Gen Flea. He does use it, but for the most part he has to train himself for it. He ends up suffering till he fully controls his eye. Oh, okay, that's the drawback, or the cost, so to speak. His eye also, the monsters come because his body wants to evolve, but he doesn't want to. Evolve? Evolve or transform? Evolve, so he ends up having monsters going out of his eye so that he stops the evolution. Okay, so he lets monsters out of his eye and that will help him not evolve, or is it the opposite? I'm just trying to see if I understand it correctly. Sharpedo has great attack and special attack and also speed. Yeah, but the HP and the special defense and defenses are really bad. And there's better water types to use. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really like Shapiro. Why do I keep saying Shapiro? I don't like Shapiro at all, ew. Sharpedo, yes, I mean, one of my favorite shinies. Golem can be defeated by any Pokemon that quickly can use a water move. Yes, it is a nuke in a way, but I think Regirock is a better nuke that has access to better moves and a better move. Not just better moves, but also stats. To be fair, kind of an unfair comparison because one is a legendary and the other one is not. He's on my mind, yes. I mean, not him specifically, but I have been worried about the right just rising, or also in Europe. Hey there, Kinox, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I don't want him to be on my mind though. Yeah, Regirock is better, but I think that's kind of an unfair comparison. And I think Rhyhorn might be better actually. I think. What's up? We're trying to get the shiny roaming Latios. This is the post game. Starmie is great, yeah. Always loved Starmie. Stoned fishing with friends. Alright, enjoy that. Got a good fishing spot. Are you gonna eat the fish or are you gonna release it again? I never wanted to fish. My brother did try some fishing. I mean, I'm happy for people who like it. I hope they do enjoy it, and I know some of them have confided into me some really good fishing spots in Luxembourg, but that secret is safe with me. Not gonna share those. Apparently they get sad when you share them. Ah, there we go. Rhydon gets sword stance, no? Via move tutor. Monsters are more small spiders and small bugs that try to evolve and they grow to become a demon. Ah, okay, now I get it. Worship more and he becomes his guardian demon. Okay, I see how that could maybe backfire. Alright, yeah. My mind is too small for anyone to stand on it. It's so smooth surface would make them slip. Oh, come on. I don't think that's the case. I've seen smooth-brained people, but you don't come close to that. How come your friend does not mean? To Netherlands, right next to Germany. Probably has a lot of family and friends in Germany. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. He's just happy here, I guess. I mean, he'd need to learn Dutch then as well, which, I mean, learning a whole new language, that's a lot of work. And I say this as someone who is fluent in multiple. And I mean, he's a German, so he's not used like me to learn a new language. Not really. Although he does not lack the intelligence. He's a very smart guy. Very smart and also empathetic. But I guess he just wants to stay in Germany. Seviper is just Cacturn with even less moves. Yeah, Seviper unfortunately sucks. Oh, you throw them back? Good. Thank you. Then the fish has to be like, oh my god, no, no, and then, oh well, I get another chance. Oh, you found it. Oh, it's dead? Well then, time for some electricity. Time for some defibrillation for the Switch. Having a good time. I'm here with a friend and his girlfriend. Oh, neat. Hey there, Emo Kid. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Doing good? As good as a emo can feel, I guess. Lunatone stats are just a better puzzle. Move-wise, it's worse. Although a Lunatone, I think, would be better than a puzzle. Cosmic power is good, exactly. And it also learns Baton Pass, if I'm not mistaken. Which can be really practical to have in a team. So the weekend is drawing nearer. Do you have any plans? I'll probably be outside on Saturday, so I'll have to see if I'll be able to stream on Saturday. Probably not, but I'll let you know. Probably gonna play Roblox till my Switch charges. Alright, have fun playing Roblox. See you later, alligator. Solrock is better. Yeah, doesn't it have more coverage? Made a special attack Cinder has that I call the Blood Flower. Oh no, the Blood Flower Bloom. It's an attack where he grows big veins that cover him like flowers. Both red and blue veins, and then when it blooms, it kills. I think you told me about this, and I really have a very visceral, creepy, gutsy image in my head, which, yeah, that definitely helps with horror. Hey there, Fairy Charmeleon, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I was missing you. Almost forgot about this stream, saw it upcoming an hour ago, but was playing Team Fortress 2 and was distracted about my internet going out. Hey, no problem, I mean, come in whenever you want to come in. No, my husband played TF2 today, and he was in a match with almost only engineers, which was really weird. His girlfriend is a bit cuckoo. She threw a wooden spear at my hand, got a little okay. When you said cuckoo, I thought like cuckold, and was like, okay, why are you telling me someone's fetish? But I think you mean loco, as in a little bit on the cray-cray side. Where do you find these crazy people? Is it really the state that you're in, where you just keep finding them? Hope your hand is okay, though. Why would they throw a wooden spear at you? Rock Slide and the raw power for explosion. Yeah, true. I think a better attack stat as well. I mean, yeah, he's not one of the newer ones, max power, but he's not one of the oldest. But yeah, he has the blue wrench now. But I think I'll change things up when the membership stuff gets done. Pretty pissed off right now. Oh. No, but my internet's still not working, interrupting my MVM game. Oh, so you're having the same problem that I had recently. Where, I mean, they're working on the internet and telephone cables, and sometimes my internet was just down for 2 minutes at a time. Which unfortunately means... Oh, it also happened during a stream. Oh well. Blood is dry, small cut, don't worry, okay, but still, what, like, why would you throw something like that at a person? What makes you think that is a good idea? Or is the read that strong? Is it crazy kush or something? Does it make you see stuff that's... Are you sure it's weed? Or is it just Florida being full of weirdos? I mean, just googling Florida man and Florida woman, I think, yeah, that's enough of an explanation, I guess. It's been a while indeed, just been having sleep issues, so I couldn't really make it on stream, so feel too depressed to join. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. No, I get it. I mean, still have depression. I know how it is when you just want to be isolated for yourself. So don't feel bad about that. I don't judge you for that, absolutely not. That's also really pointless and not really empathetic either. But I'm really glad that you're here. I just wanted to remind you for the Pokemon list that you want, because remember with the Pokemon Home we can only trade 10 per day. Because hey, there's a lot of shinies waiting for you. She yells at him and treats him... Oh, come on. Like, what does my brother always say? Don't stick your D in crazy? Oh well, that's not something I ever will do, but when a woman says, oh, girls can't be crazy, nah, craziness is not confined to one gender. No, no, no. Cool twist on this music. Yeah. This is also it's from Melody Zone. They make a video game vaporware and chill wave live stream. And usually the chill wave or the vaporwave stuff does not get me copyrighted. Most of what it's close to, it is also big that the bloom explosion can kill anything. From Russia to America. What? That is like, how many atomic bombs would that be? Makes everything that survives that explosion suffer from extreme damage to brain and heart. If you survive! I mean, how the hell do you survive something like that? So when Cinder comes out of the flower explosion, he will change his body. Looks like growing rings or growing scorpion tail. And growing armor of bones. It's simply a challenge of drip attack. That's like the, like in animes, it just goes on and on and on and becomes even more crazy. Not that I don't like that, honestly. That's why I sometimes love to see animes. To watch them, see how crazy can it really get with the power levels. Tomorrow or later tonight, could we start trading the long list of shinies? Yes, of course. That would be... yeah, I will definitely be available on these days. Maybe send me the list of your wishes again on Discord. And then I'll get the... maybe not today. I think after the stream I'm gonna be really tired and go to bed. But after, like tomorrow, yes, absolutely. Just send me the list again, as I said before. And then I'll get to the cloning. There's a Floridian guy that I like to watch on YouTube, which runs through the Floridian Everglades. Oh, those swamps? Yeah, swamp. Barefoot in search of snakes, which he just picks up like babies. This guy is so unhinged. Oh my god, the reincarnation of what's the guy's name again? Steve? The crocodile hunter. God, I'm blanking right now. Why do I always have to brain fart when I'm live? And when I'm not live on my own, I just randomly have the concept of a very complicated equation in my head, and that just works. But that's when no one's watching, and when I'm watching, it's just bzz, 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 bzz. Brain not working. Please wait. God, what's the crocodile hunter's name? The one who unfortunately died because a stingray pierced his heart. Was it Steve Irwin? I'm really horrible with names. I mean, I've said it a million times, but it's just true. I'm so bad with names. Like, oh god, and I'm stupid. I'm so sorry for the brain farting. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I've been saying that a lot, haven't I? But yeah, it seems like a reincarnation of that guy. He boops alligators and huntsman spiders. Holy crap. Wow. What's the female version of don't stick your D in crazy? Don't welcome crazy in, I guess. And then the second part of that, don't make babies with crazy. That's even worse. I know what to do when she yells and cusses him out. I'm just silent and they argue. Okay, that's kind of... Yeah, what do you do in that kind of situation? It's kind of awkward, but you feel like, or at least when I was in situations like these, felt like if I say something, doesn't that just make it weirder? You don't want to escalate the situation. And then when you say nothing, it still feels really weird. It's... yeah, maybe that's the best you can do. Although I do feel bad for him, he's being abused, no? Like, don't get me wrong, men can get abused by women as well. Like, domestic violence sometimes is perpetrated by women. And I just remember being really angry at one person who chuckled when a man said, hey, I'm getting abused and hit by my wife, and that person just laughed. Like, how dare you? That man opens up about that. Probably has too much honor to strike a woman, and that's why he's not defending himself. Even though he's saving that honor for a completely unhonorable woman. Wish we could trade. I don't know how to set up Pretendo. Aren't there tutorials to set up Pretendo? If you have a 3DS and a SD card, then yes, you can do that. Yeah, Steve Irwin. Any Pokemon would be great. Stuff like Regis. Oh, I have some really good Regis. Bird Pokemon, Zangoose, Viper, Ghost types, Ground types, and more would be great. Alright, we'll do that. Jonah, have you heard the level 1 sturdy plane split nose pass strategy? No? Tell me about it. I'm not really that knowledgeable when it comes to very new meta. Really, yeah, not really. Is Wishcash better or worse than Marshtomp? Yes, Marshtomp. I think it's better than Marshtomp, but as soon as that Marshtomp evolves, it gets outclassed. His son does animal shows now. What do you mean, animal shows? As in, like, just like Steve Irwin? I mean, that would really be neat because I loved watching his show as a kid. I just rip my vape while they argue. Oh, well. I can already picture that really clearly, and it's kind of funny, even though it's not really funny. There's two people arguing. One of them might be abusive. I mean, I don't know them, but so it doesn't sound good. There's a new Kurzgesagt video or episode on vaping. I mean, vaping isn't good. Yeah, definitely not. Come on, Latios. Play nice. Be minty fresh. Minty fresh, not minty fresh. Jeez, the brain farts keep multiplying. He's a good dude. Men can be abused by women, but the opposite is more common because men are usually bigger and stronger, yes. And just in general more intimidating. That's just yeah, I mean, always admit that. Even when I train really hard every single day and I get all the proteins and I become completely ripped, I'll never be as strong as my brother because he's a man and I'm not. And I have actually I have a disadvantage because I have the, I guess not a illness, but a condition or a gene where I produce more feminine genes than usual. So more estrogen, more progesterone, more FSH, more LH. And that is actually a disadvantage if you want to build muscle. My testosterone has been extremely low since ever. And testosterone is something that definitely helps when you try to get muscle strength or just build up. Oh, you saw the vaping video? I didn't see it yet. Usually I like their stuff, although not everything I completely agree with. Or at least not a fan that they get sponsored by the Gates Foundation, you know, a billionaire sponsoring that. Not really a fan of that. Okay, do you have the handle, the name of the channel? Because I'd love to check that out, actually. I still remember being in complete denial when I heard that Steve Irwin died in that manner. Wouldn't that be the first and only recorded death by a stingray? Because usually stingrays are animals, from what I understand of reading and just... Oh wow, nice. Watching documentaries and just being on it's 5 AM, let's just read a shit ton of Wikipedia articles. You know, just a normal autist day. Well, I guess night. And they usually just swim away when they sense danger. They usually don't attack humans. At least I've never come across a stingray killing someone other than this Steve Irwin example. Before I go, I'm gonna send my tier list. Alright, thank you. I don't know, they kiss a lot and hug, I don't get them. I mean, sometimes you just can't get people or a couple. Also thought of a funny idea for the comedy universe of my fictional story, where there's a season where all the characters take roles of Breaking Bad characters, and Jin becomes Jesse, I think, not because Jesse, and Moro becomes Walter. Oh boy. Hope it inspired you, Kinox, to not do it as much. I mean, I'll always also tell Classic, please consider stopping smoking, but like, I'm not their mom, I can't take that away from them. And I mean, Kinox, in his case, he's an adult. And even, I mean, it's his body, his choice. Next minute arguing and she yells and cusses him out. Whoa, I never understood. I always was really afraid of people who were, one minute they were really sweet and agreeable, and then the other they just like a switch flipped. I always found that really creepy. And I just kept away from people like that. I don't know, that is very uncanny. I know some people just, it's not their fault, there's mental disorders like bipolar, I get it. I mean, I'm not blaming them or judging them, it's just my intuition always raises the alarm when I see people like this. If men are physically stronger, are women mentally stronger? I don't think there's a... I mean, women are doing better in academics now, but I still don't believe that women are actually smarter, like biologically smarter. I don't think any gender is smarter than the other. Curious, what's wrong with being sponsored taking money from billionaires? Because of the because billionaire think tanks is actually one of the things that kind of ruin the world right now. I mean, it's just billionaires are our class enemy, and they have opposing political interests. They want to have more wealth, they want to accumulate wealth. And if they the more money they have, the less money the, so to speak, common worker has. And that's not a good thing, because honestly, I don't even think a thing such a... There. 1, 2, 3. I don't think such a thing as a billionaire should exist in the first place. I think that's a problem of a system that's inherently unfair. And usually these billionaires sponsor things like... if you ever look up the Koch brothers, so Koch, and their foundation, Prager University, or also known as PragerU. They're not a university, they're a conservative think tank. And I mean, just... you could make a 3-hour-long video about just what these did as atrocities. So yeah, I'm not a fan of any billionaire sponsoring. Even if essentially it is well meant, but that was... I mean, they still make good videos, mostly. Rip Steve Irwin, yes. I mean, that is just a... Isn't it, in a very dramatic sense, funny how he touches so many dangerous and highly venomous animals and nothing happens? Like, he touched some snakes that I wouldn't, like, I would run away from when I saw them in a distance of 10 meters. I would just run away because I'd be scared. And he just touches them and goes, "Oh, blimey, what a beautiful snake." Jeez, when that thing bites you, you're gone. And that was in Australia, out of all places, where, I mean, the most hardcore animals live there. And just, you know, touching alligators, touching snakes. I think also Komodo dragons he once came really close to, which is, wow. And then a stingray, out of all animals, a freaking stingray kills him off. An animal that I'm pretty sure I couldn't find any other example of a person dying because of a stingray incident. Walter Blanco, José Miguel Rosas, Mario Alboledo, Cielo Blanco. Oh god, Skylar White, Walter Blanco. If your hypothetical son smoked 2 packs a day at 18 years, would you still say his body, his choice? Yes, but I would not approve of it. I mean, that's just the law. I would definitely not approve of it, and it would be horrible for me. But technically I couldn't force him. It's like my older sister, she did cave diving for a time, and my mom was not happy about that. Like, she actually says to this day she got some gray hair and wrinkled probably from these times where she just couldn't sleep because she knew her her daughter was cave diving somewhere, and you know, cave diving has a lot of incidents where people drown. It's a very high risk sport, and it requires extensive training and ability to stay sane and not panic. And I mean, one of the worst things you could possibly have as a mother is hearing your kid is dead. And she just told me she couldn't say no, don't go. But it was really horrible for her, and I don't think I mean, please don't do that to your mom or your dad. It's just, whew. I think it'd be that kind of situation. Billionaires have almost all the money. We need to take their money. That includes sponsorship money. Maybe not mentally stronger, but how about emotionally stronger? Not by nature. Definitely by socialization, yes. But I don't think a woman is naturally more empathetic than a man. At least I never see that in serious studies. And I think that we're just raising men kind of... Do we raise them? We kind of let them be there and not really guide them anywhere, and then they just grow up without a guide, without a concept they can adhere to. And with women, it's just girls are raised differently. Salt is trolling me. Oh boy, what is he doing? Salt, stop trolling. Wait, he's not trolling on here then. He has to be trolling in the Discord then. The snack petter. Dangerous snacks. Hey there, Decepticon AI. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Is Blossom the best Pokemon? Not to me, but it is a very cute Pokemon. I like it. Put the whole Oddish line except Oddish on their tier list. Ah yes, the good old Oddish. That will definitely be a emoticon, smiley, whatever that we can use here. The shiny one. So, anyone? No plans for the weekend? For me, it's gonna be hobby astronomy. There's a lot of, like, the sky is really good lately, or it has been really good. You could see things really clearly, especially late at night. We're here catching Magikarps. You have a Scout Christmas camp. Oh, okay. Were you there once before? So you're with the Scouts. I had a test day, like a trial day with the Scouts. Like they taught us how to recognize where north and south is, I think. But I mean, if you know a bit about astronomy, you can kind of guess where the north is and where the south is, and the west and the east, because of the sun's position. My parents were always against me moving away from them. They really hate Berlin because it's too weird for them, and I love it for the chaos it brings. Ah, I see. They probably only see the crazy things happening in Berlin in the... They read that in the news, and then they probably fallaciously, I have to say, think, okay, this is what Berlin really is about. Last time I went to Berlin was 2010? Yeah, it was 2010. I was my now husband, then boyfriend. We were together for only a couple of months then. Parents, yeah. I mean, at one point my sister said, okay, I'm done cave diving. Because at one point she did chicken out a bit. I have to ask again if she knows someone who actually died, but I remember having at a Heartstyle festival a past climax, you know what I talked about? Not climax as in I had a sexual encounter and I came, no. Climax as in QLIMAX, okay? I have to specify that. That's a Heartstyle festival. This month was the last one, unfortunately. But in the past, sometimes you just get into very interesting discussions with strangers while waiting for your kebab or something. And there was a group of self-described adrenaline junkies. And they told me, oh, we're all here except that one guy. And then, oh, what happened to the guy? Oh, you know, he drowned. Wait, what? Oh yeah, we're cave divers, he drowned. Like his rebreather machine, I just remember him explaining a system where they bring 2 oxygen or gas tanks, and it's like a security backup system that kind of mixes the gases. And yeah, some really technical diving stuff. And yeah, his rebreather malfunctioned and he panicked. He stirred up silt in a cave, which underwater stirring up silt is really deadly because then visibility reaches 0. And then he panicked, couldn't find the exit, and yeah, all the others emerged and he was the only one who was nowhere to be found. At least I think they had to pump out some water and then they found his body. I mean, it was really, they were really nonchalant about it. Wow, that was, I'm never gonna forget about that. But I'm really happy that that didn't happen to my sister. Oh, you went to last year's? I've been to many scout camps. Do you like them? Hope they treat you well. Should probably wash the dry blood of my hand whenever I can. You mean wipe? Jeez, you guys running around with blood on your hands. Are you okay? Is the Gate Foundation still bad when they're using money to do good? Yes, because it's also a way to launder money, to not pay taxes, and just found like in a actual functioning, well-meaning system, there wouldn't be any need for charities, but I think that goes a bit too much into politics, I think, maybe. Or economic planning, whatever you want to call it. Plan to go out at night, see the stars and breathe some air, and then I will water my flowers, and then I will help my family at work. Then I will go and destroy the world and impale every single human. You do you, Amit. That's gonna take you a long while. I mean, there's 8 billion humans. So if you impale 1 human per second, I don't think this is gonna work, unfortunately, mathematically speaking. I'm very sorry, Amit. Like, 1 billion seconds, that's about 31 years. And I know that you cannot, under any circumstances, impale 1 person per second. And then that would be, even if you could, that would be 8 billion of them, not just 1. Then that would be 8 times the 31 years. And to be fair, you're a vampire, so you probably survive. Probably lifespan isn't an issue to you, but it's gonna be hard. Pretty hard. Did you hear about John Edward Jones, a 26-year-old cave diver that was stuck upside down for 28 hours? Oh, yeah, I mean, the name is not telling me anything, but then again, I'm really bad with names. But I remember reading about an incident where one was stuck in a cave for 28 hours. And then I think he got... was he the one who got rescued? Because there was one incident, to be fair, that wasn't cave diving, but it was spelunking. So, caving. The Nutty Putty Cave incident. There was a guy who was pretty much upside down for more than 19 hours and I think a couple of days in the end, but he died. All because he mistakenly took a certain... Like, he went into a certain hole, and then he couldn't turn around, and then... You know, the human body isn't made to be standing on the head for too long, because that goes against what the heart has to do. That's just how the blood circulation works. So if you are hanging like this, or just being stuck in a position like this is really bad. After a while, you can die from this. Max Power, I heard about it. I'm pretty sure he died and they closed the cave. Well, that was the Nutty Putty incident. I don't know about the cave diver incident. But usually after 10 hours of being upside down, you already have problems. Technically watched my uncle drown. Ooh. After I first met him, he slipped on a rock, hit his head and drowned. Wait, is he... He drowned. He's not here anymore. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's horrifying. But you mean technically, as in you were an infant, so you can't really remember? Oh, that's horrifying. I'm so sorry. Jeez. There was a story last year, it was everywhere in Luxembourg, where in a public pool a kid drowned and everyone was looking at the mother. And then you're asking yourself, how quickly can that go? But that is exactly how quick it can go. Just hit your head and then fall into the water limp. Because you're unconscious because of the head damage or just the hit you got. Really, really serious. Again, head trauma is no joke. Catch Latios in a netball. I already have a shiny Latios in a netball, and that one has better IVs. I think this one I'm gonna catch in another ball. Although I guess I could try getting one in a netball. If the shiny appears, I can just save and then stock up on items. Because once it's the TV channel is done with its report, the IVs are generated and all the other stats. It was a terrible way to go. Yeah. Said I need a second. I have a smart evil idea which makes no logic. Okay. Oh crap. Can you at least leave some humans alive? Some of them are actually pretty neat. I wonder how bats are built differently if they can be upside down for long periods. Yes, their circulatory system is definitely different. If you look that up, it's very interesting. They don't really have that problem as we do. You were 10. Oh, yikes. Oh, I'm sorry. That must have traumatized you. Jeez, I don't know what to say. At least he probably didn't consciously perceive that. And he's at peace now. Yikes, this chick. Kinox, please, find friends who aren't crazy, please. You deserve friends who aren't completely loco, you know? Imagine if shinies had lower catch rates. Okay, that would be very mean. Like an a-hole Kaizo edit would maybe have that. Oh, Hello, Latios. Where are you? I know you're here. Are you shiny? I want a shiny. Not really. I barely knew my uncle and I was just, oh well, I guess he's gone now. Okay. Still, I feel bad for him. Not. Oh, you witnessed another death? Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Gonna leave the stream. I'm too frustrated and angry to talk right now. Sorry. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Fiery Charmeleon, but I understand. So, blow off some steam, and I hope you'll feel better soon. So, no need to say sorry. I hope you have, regardless of that, a good day. I know why I always get nuts. I don't know. It just seems to be a thing. I just feel bad for your friends for, you know, just taking this behavior. Alright, this time I won't brain fart. I think the weirdest one was when my parents visited some friends of theirs and me, and one of the friends was so drunk he drowned in a pan? He drowned in a pan? Huh? What? He drowned in a pan? Wait, how should I understand that? He just, like, tumbled over? And then his head was in a pan with water, or just something, and then he drowned? Okay, that is definitely very crazy. Oh, Alex, there you are. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're doing good. I've heard of the terrible bombardment of the Ukraine, and I was thinking of you. But seeing you typing this, then I know that at least you're safe. Korosho? Nani? Wanted to make food filled with pan with oil. Filled the pan with oil and fell head first in the pan. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Today will be in history, yeah, that might as well be. Oh jeez, that was really disheartening. Horrible. Kind of running out of words to describe it. But I hope you're all right. God, that stupid nonsense needs to stop. Finally listened to the iPod I was searching for so long. It is in great condition, only a couple of scratches. Well, at least you have that, and I'm glad to see that you're enjoying this. Because that's what you need right now, some enjoyment of life. There we go. Hope you're doing well, yeah. What is it with people being in very serious situations always being very cheerful? Wonder where they get the strength. No Russian chat and Russian in chat, please. I'm about to kill for Russian language. I don't think I've ever had Russian here. So are those two kind of annoying you? Kind of ruining the fishing trip? I gotta go. Great chatting. Alright, Max Power, thank you so much for being part of the stream. And hopefully I will see you in tomorrow's stream. So until then, have a good one. I can recognize Russian words even if they're written in Latin letters. Oh, I wanted to ask you this. How similar are Ukrainian and Russian? As someone who does not speak either of them. I mean, they use the same alphabet, correct? The same writing system. Because I don't want to say anything stupid about, you know, something uninformed. Either fighting or making out, so it's either the one extreme or the other. Jeez, so they're like lovers that hate each other, or haters that love each other, whatever. Both. Imagine if the UK decided to do what Russia has decided to do. You know, I'm desperately trying not to be a doomer about, oh, World War III is gonna happen. I'm really desperately trying, but it's hard. Oh jeez, it's really cold, -1 degrees. Good thing I got the heater on. Let's see if it will snow tonight. Again, because we had the first snow again. But 40 to 45% same words, okay. And grammar, but alphabet is slightly different. Ah, okay. I thought they used exactly the same alphabet. Both Cyrillic, yeah, but with differences. Are the differences very minor, or are they pretty major? Yeah, bye Max Power. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, that means fishing. Phoebus Friday fishing. And then for Sapphire there should also be the Rayquaza and the Southern Island Latios. And then hopefully next year I'm gonna have the money to do the the 3DS capture card thing. And then hopefully Gen 4. And hopefully I'll get that stupid Elgato to work on the laptop, and then I can stream Switch games as well. Ah. There you are, Latios, but you are not a shiny. Specific for Russian letters. Okay, and specific to Ukrainian letters. Oh, that I, okay. Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So that is your word for crazy cuckoo. It's a funny word. Ah, good tea, and this time I didn't choke on it. My flashcard is lost somewhere in France. I have no idea how it is delivered from China to Ukraine through France. That is indeed very weird. Ah, no, Emo Kid isn't leaving. As you know, Stalker 2 was released yesterday. It even dropped internet in many cities, overloading networks. Oh jeez. So they're making a lot of cash right now. Oops, no. Fly is this one. Imagine just internet failing in a couple of cities because millions of people really wanna play a game. Not a big fan of the franchise, but we had jokes about we will play it soon even if we not buy it. Ah, welcome back, Kaiser. Wanna play Stalker 2? I've never played a Stalker game. I'm just aware of the existence. You doing okay, Kaiser? Right, come on, Latios. You highly recommend them? Alright. What consoles are they on? I assume PC. You're not doing good? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I feel so bad for you guys not doing good. I really wish I could help, but I'm just some random woman on the internet who plays a Pokemon game. I unfortunately can only do so much. I mean, I'm always ready to be an ear to listen, lend an ear to listen, lend a shoulder to cry on if it has to be. But oh, I'm so sorry for you, all of you who are going through hardships right now. I send all of you a random internet hug. Please leave a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you, Emo Kid, head of department. Head of department? What am I saying? The brain farts come back. Head of marketing. Head of department, yes. And Latios does not shine. Sucks. I'm not doing badly, it's just been interesting. Yeah, sometimes I don't know how to interpret it, the skull emoji. Some use it extensively as a lol or a very funny. But some use it as a, yes, as a I'm laughing, but also I'm doing skull. That usually means I'm doing bad, but maybe my autism prevents me from correctly interpreting your emoji use. Just trying to get back on my feet. It's bad, but it could be worse. But still, so many things here happening that you don't deserve. And that are hard to go through. Oh, you meant to send the laugh emoji. Oh, I thought that you were doing really bad now, that you were in a down, or maybe a down spiral or something. Because of the friend thing that happened. And now, Fiery Charmeleon, he left earlier because he's feeling very angry. Of course, he doesn't need to share why. But I just hope he feels better soon. Alright, so this is already done. Let's fly. But well, at least interesting is better than I'm in pain, please help. Oh wow, it's really cloudy and foggy outside, but you can see the it's not a full moon, but you can see the moon, the moonlight shining through. That's definitely a mood, a mood. Yeah, I hope he's doing alright as well. With that, and then Kyo plays being in the hospital, and then him being angry, then I hear that from Discord there's someone harassing. It's like, oh god, no. I don't want you to go through that, no. Oh, hey there, James. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Thought I'd make the last hour. How's it been so far? No shiny Latios. Sometimes that takes very long. So now it's on the route. Let's see if it is indeed shiny. It's meant to snow here where tomorrow it's -1 right now. Same. It's -1 here as well, and it is actually, it did snow. And I turned the heater up a bit because during the night it really gets freaking cold. Really don't like it when you have to scratch, when you have to be somewhere in the morning and it snowed and you don't have a garage to put your car in, and then you have to scratch the ice and the snow off. But I mean, come on, that's still a first world problem. There's much worse problems to deal with. Very interesting, Ahmed. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. I don't speak that cryptic language, but I'm certain that you're happy. Alright, 3 seconds. And Eontimer is doing stupid stuff again. Why don't you just work all the time? That would be wonderful. There we go. But yeah, remember what we discussed on WhatsApp? I mean, I would definitely be okay with you. I mean, I'd rather have you be here longer. Oops, Pikachu? No. And then you get to see another convention that you've never been to. And then you gotta be around. You could be potentially around for my birthday. Birthday stream? How would that be? Giving away shiny Latiases. It's okay, I was just saying pie with pie flavor and these nuts. Uh-huh. Pie with pie flavor. That's like the ASDF thing, no? God, that's an old video. Hope I'll be stable soon. I hope so for you. For you too. Living in a situation like this, I mean, apparently there's people that want to be homeless, but I can't understand. It doesn't seem to be a glamorous lifestyle to me. Quite the opposite. And then on top of all that, you got people treating you like absolute crap. Shadow banned? No? I never banned you. Oh, never mind, okay. Oops. I was pressing right at the wrong moment. There we go. If I stay with you in the middle of April, then I don't lose any of my holiday time, because everyone will be off at the same time. So yeah, that sounds better for me too, yeah. True. It all depends when Easter is next year, because that's when everyone gets the week off. I think it's the week where my birthday is. I could be wrong though. Latios gang. Yeah, imagine getting a free shiny Latias on my birthday. I mean, that was like an idea if the shiny giveaway next month goes well, like a shiny with just the channel mascot in like multiple of them. I have Square, I have Star, I have them in multiple Pokeballs. Now if Classic were here, he would spam balls. Hey there, Fat Boys Gaming Nonsense. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Hey Kinox, I think you scared someone away from the Discord. No, I mean I'm not blaming you. That's not an accusation. But like today, the meme channel, someone was writing, "Bro, you're all some weirdos here, all GTFO." To be fair, I've seen much weirder Discord channels. Was that weird Pokemon thing that you uploaded with the furries? The Glaceons? Or the Mein Waifu is the Führer? I guess that just was the last drop in the "this is too weird for me" button. Oh, we're getting raided! Thank you, Galax, for the raid! Thank you so much, awesome! How is everyone doing tonight? Wonderful. I think this might be the first raid that I get. I've done a couple of raids before myself. Hey there, Galax, what's good? Hang on. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid, and welcome everyone coming here. Welcome Prof Shiny 2. Welcome Jade_47. Welcome Gian Vincenzo Leonti. Welcome RW6. Everyone welcome. I hope you're doing very good. Trying to get a shiny roaming Latios on this save file. This is a German Ruby cartridge, a real cartridge. I'm not emulating, I'm playing on a GameCube, a Game Boy player. And I'm doing RNG manipulation to get a shiny. And that's what the timer is for. So when this hits 0, I need to press A perfectly, so frame perfect. And then I just go to route 110. I always check the route and then see if it is shiny. And this cartridge in general was part of my shiny only challenge that was playing through the game of Pokémon Ruby while only being allowed to use shinies. And this is the post game now. So, I mean, the first main challenge was a success, but I still want to go through the post game. Alright, and then I do this check, essentially. This over and over again. That's how you hunt it in the quickest, most efficient way. Ah, welcome back, Classic. We're getting raided. So for now, I'll go to bed. Alright. Good night, Professor Shiny 2. Thank you for being part of the raid. Have a nice stream. Thank you. Have a nice night. Or as I always say, good night, sleep tight, and do not let the bedbugs bite. I don't know why I keep saying that, but I just keep saying that. RNG manipulation baffles me. It doesn't need to baffle you, but yeah, it's more... No more luck, as in you kind of try to circumvent luck as much as you can. And instead of luck, you have math, essentially. But it's not really that hard. You don't need to be a math genius to understand. There's some nice tutorials on the internet. But I have like hundreds of shinies now. I'm no joke, hundreds. I don't know where to put them anymore. It's crazy. And in December, either on Christmas or New Year's Eve, oh, there it is, I will be doing a giveaway to all of my viewers where I will trade. I will clone the shinies in Pokemon Emerald. There's a cloning glitch. And then I'll trade them for free to all the viewers. So keep that in mind if you maybe want one of these shinies. Yeah, Galax, maybe you'll do RNG manipulation once. Maybe. Oh, you got the Arceus? Nice! I remember that the number of attempts got really high. And always when I checked, you were still in the process of trying to get the Arceus. So that's really neat that you finally got it. Congrats. You should patent it, Jan. Can you patent a saying like that? Can you patent a copyright, like a catchphrase? That's actually a good question. I actually don't know the answer to that. I remember the vegan Nutella I got in Cactus, compared it to the normal Nutella I got in Edeka last year, and I literally cannot taste the difference. I think there has to be a difference. But then again, oh, okay, so no shiny. What we do is we reset. And because I get a very specific Latios, a shiny, square, timid Latios with these IVs, hidden power water, I get that at frame 4200, which translates as 70 seconds and 319 milliseconds. And then I wait until this dialog box, wait until the timer hits 0. And then I go looking for the Latios. That's how it works. Bro, a guy in Chile pretended the moon. True story. Wait, I don't think that was successful, was it? How can you pretend the moon? Like, the moon was there billions of years before you. I do know about... Was it a woman in Portugal who tried to buy the sun? And then she wanted to go around and ask for dividends or for some kind of monetary compensation because we were using her sun. Like, imagine buying a celestial object. That's just crazy. I don't think that got approved though. How can you pretend the moon? Can you even pretend the moon? I mean, you didn't build it. You didn't conceive of the idea of a moon. I mean, it's not like I don't believe you, Kinox. It's just sometimes people have the craziest ideas. But imagine having to pay some random woman in Portugal money every day because you just happen to exist under the sun, which, I mean... It's not like we have much choice in that matter. Guy owns the moon. Do you have a name? Like somewhere where you heard or read the story? So I guess the moon that I'm looking at right now from my window, some random Chilean guy owns it now. And what is he gonna do with the moon exactly? He bought the moon? How can you buy the moon? Like who put the moon on sale? You can't just say the moon is now mine. If you want it, then give me, I don't know, 1 billion euros. That's not how it works. And if it does work, why haven't I done that first? God damn it. Ah, there it is. It's on the route now. Or he is. Keep misgendering him. Ask the bank to pay me. That's a lot of money. $10 million, and then told them I will pay later and had a great plan to pay them, but they said no. Yep, they won't. I don't think they'll say yes. Oh, is that the article? Hinalo Gallardo, I think that's how you pronounce the name, because the J in Spanish or in Latin languages is not pronounced j, but h. Loophole in a United Nations charter has allowed... Oh, there's multiple people who have sold the moon. The article that James sent me, there's a guy named Dennis Hope who sold the moon for 30 years? With lunar tax? That is crazy. Linajo Gallardo Vera. Okay. And he just owns the moon now. That is insane. What is he gonna do with the moon? Like, can't exactly go there for a nice stroll in the neighborhood. There's no atmosphere on there. And you need rockets and very specific training to get there. And it's really hard and oh jeez. I mean, as a hobby astronomer, I don't like the idea of people buying a celestial object. So many people. Spanish woman claims she owns the sun and now plans to start charging all users. Ah, so it wasn't a Portuguese woman, it was a Spanish woman. He bought it decades ago, apparently. Okay. How much does the moon cost, I wonder? My plan was to use the money to buy the bank and take off the money I have to pay since I own it, and we'll sell the bank so I can have more money. Infinite money glitch, but it didn't work. They said no. I really wonder where people get that idea from. But would the moon fall under property taxes or not? I think that's the real question. That's a lot of land that you have there. 200,000? You own Pluto and Saturn? Jeez, I gotta get out and buy some planets. You own Uranus? I also have Uranus. I think everyone has. Some even are, you know, huh. Oh, you retracted the message? Yes, so that was the price. But 200,000 what? Ah, there we go. The Latios is en route again. You own the Omni God? There's a god, apparently, that has something to do with me. And Giga Chad Ahmed owns it. Oh no, that was wrong. Sometimes I do stupid things like these. And then you just do it again. There we go. I own the big titty golf girlfriend. Okay, Nux, are we bored again? Always when I have new viewers here, the chat craziness makes them go and flee, essentially. You own the pillars of creation of Saturn and Uranus. So 2 people own Saturn, apparently. Neat. You own the Andromeda Galaxy. You know what I own? You know what I own? Look at my username. I beat all of you. Look at my username. I own the infinite omniverse. Everything in existence. It's mine. You better pay up for existing. I know you didn't ask to be made, but I don't care. Where's my money, guys? You exist. It's my existence. I need to pay bills. You own yourself. But what if you buy Earth? Like, wouldn't that bring certain political problems with it? Own every male dick and I own every... Oh, okay. Chat? Remember, chat. Should have aborted me. Oh, aborted. Oh, no. You're good the way you are, Kinox. Now you're here. Might as well enjoy the ride as long as it lasts. Google says Easter starts April 20th, but that doesn't mean I can come over for your birthday. I mean, I think you'd have to check when the Easter week is. You buy gravity? Yeah, then stupid Isaac Newton. We could all fly before he invented gravity, and then he ruined everything. That was really bad. Then you buy it. Don't joke about abortion. I was aborted once. Only once. And then you respawned. You own black holes. Imagine people buying celestial objects like NFTs. I mean, there's actually a scam. Like, we're joking about it right now, but there's a scam going around where people sell stars. But let me tell you, you do not own these stars. They're a scam. Why do they say invented? It's discovered. I mean, math is definitely discovered, I would say. And yes, planets are not invented, they are definitely discovered. I mean, all of these things have existed way longer before any cell started dividing on Earth. Before life existed, at least in the solar system. But yeah, I don't get why they say invented. But I said invented gravity as in a joke. But yeah, he didn't invent gravity. He made calculus and just gave the mathematical necessary mathematical equations to fully understand gravity, at least in the Newtonian classic gravity. His math actually fails if you have situations like black holes, space-time dilation, and extreme gravity. Then Newtonian physics, as you know them, they don't really work anymore, or at least they give you inaccurate results. And that's where relativity comes in, so what Einstein described in his equations. And then to bridge gravity, or just the realm of the very big, so planets, stars, or even bigger galaxies, star or galaxy clusters, and the realm of the very small, so quarks, the components of protons and neutrons, electrons. There seems to be no one-to-one bridge to connect these two mathematically, and that's what these scientists are trying really freaking hard to get to. If you get that, you not only get a Nobel Prize, you'll probably be hailed as one of the most brilliant scientists ever. You own every cat in existence. Every single cat, all of them. I have an army. I have a crow army and it's growing. Own the Big Bang and I own black holes. Well, the Big Bang is kind of over. I mean, that was like 13.7 billion years ago. That's out, you know. No one talks about that anymore. I'm kidding, of course. I want to say, if religious people say the Big Bang can't come out of nothing, therefore there's a God, then how did it come out of... Yeah, I mean, that is a common argument. If God can't come out of nothing, then the Big Bang can come out of nothing, yes. And honestly, if you look at quantum mechanics, things can actually come out of nothing if given sufficient time elapsing. I'm not kidding, just look up quantum tunneling. Maybe you won't understand it because quantum physics, even if you are a very good at physics and math, it's just really baffling. It's completely counterintuitive. God made the Big Bang. I mean, I don't need the God in that explanation, but I don't mind if you believe in said God. You own the ends of the universe. Oh, the ends with an S, so all of them. The big whimper, the big rip. And the big freeze. And the big bounce. All of them. Those are the possible ends of the universe, if you talk about cosmology. Ah yes, here we go again with the encyclopedia knowledge of astrophysics that doesn't really get me anywhere in life. That's just a normal day in the life of an autist. Oh, I didn't even have my bike. Not that matters. You know, whoever owns the moon now, I can see it. And I'm watching it without having to pay, and that is neat. Alright, so let's see if the Latios is here somewhere. I mean, it is here, but should come now. Okay, now. Be shiny. Oh, well. I called it that it was a Latios, but let's try again. Yeah, there's multiple scenarios that are proposed as to how the universe will end. The Big Bounce is a scenario where the expansion of the universe will reverse at one point because of the gravity of all the matter in the universe, and then the universe will essentially stop expanding, and then it will go in reverse, so it will basically shrink, and then all the matter in the universe, everything will be put together in a really small point again, and then the theory says that from that point on another Big Bang will occur, and then it's a cycle. Although there's not really that much evidence to support the fact that or at least not evidence, observational evidence to support the fact that the universe will end in a big bounce. Dark energy just is making the expansion of the universe exponentially faster, so I really don't think that happens or will happen. Then the big freeze and big whimper are very similar, but they're not entirely the same. One of them is where the expansion stops and gets halted, and then, well, due to entropy, eventually there will be no more energy left in a form where anything can happen, essentially. And that is the so-called heat death of the universe. So heat death as in not everything gets cooked. That's not what that means. That means that all the energy, because always when energy transforms or changes form, some of it gets transformed, or it just goes becomes heat energy, which is the lowest form of energy, and that is also the reason why you cannot have a perpetuum mobile, so a machine that can do work forever. That just doesn't work. Thermodynamics says no. And yeah, the Big Freeze and Big Whimper, one of them is where the expansion stops and then the universe just eventually dies like this. And the other one is it continually expands and then still the heated death of the universe occurs. And then with the Big Rip, that is where the dark energy becomes so significant that it will actually rip and tear apart the very fabric of existence. So imagine the universe being a multi-dimensional balloon and it expands, but at one point it expands so much that it just, I guess, goes blop and explodes. That's how you could kind of think of it in layman's terms. Although I don't think that will happen either. Most cosmology studies point and observations point towards a Big Whimper, Big Freeze scenario with eternal inflation, but not the money inflation. Sorry, I just went into a astronomy info dump thing again. The moon is Chilean. You own Chile, $1 billion. I don't have that kind of money. Can I give you 1 billion Monopoly bills? Would that be okay? One big mind F? Oh yeah, if you look up quantum physics, and there's some really mind effing stuff in astronomy that makes you... I think one of the most out there was a study about how existence itself is a kind of a hologram. And that's really, I mean, saying that it sounds like, oh, are we in the Matrix? That's not really says, but just explaining it in layman's terms is just, it's already really crazy. The study itself centers around the idea of higher dimensional complexity of universes being able to be encoded in lower dimensions. And that meaning, because we could live in a anti-de Sitter space, which I'm not gonna go into because that's math. Basically the curvature of the universe. Is it zero? Is it positive? Is it negative? And if I'm not mistaken, negative means anti-de Sitter space. So de Sitter was a Dutch astronomer. And it's anti-de Sitter space, not de Sitter space. And that means it's just there's a negative curvature. And in that specific constellation, it could be that existence as we know it, just we are a 4D hologram, kind of. And the real existence is actually encoded onto the event horizon of the black hole that we're in. And yes, this sounds absolutely crazy, but trust me, that's what that study is about. And there's some convincing mathematical evidence that that could be the case. And yeah, existential crisis, absolutely. Don't hate religion, but I effing hate racist religious a-holes, and I'm talking about every religious group. Oh yeah, none of them are better than the others. I mean, I'm not a fan of any kind of fundamentalism. Or just where they start going, okay, you can't do this because I believe in this. That's like me. Imagine me being on a diet and then coming to you, eating cake or donut, and like, oh, you can't eat that because I'm on a diet. Yeah, no, that's not how this works. So you're not telling me how to live my life. I do not share your religion. But I'm also not going around saying things like, have you considered becoming an atheist? Like, no. I just let people live their lives. If they don't hurt me and anyone else, then it's none of my business. If they want to be a Muslim and pray 5 times a day and they want to evade eating pork and all that, well, okay, yeah, sure. Do whatever you think makes you happy. But just don't tell me to cover my hair. Or you can be as Christian as you want, but don't tell me I'm going to hell. Like, no. Are you really sure about that? But yeah, I agree, Amit. I mean, try to be as, you know, as I sometimes say, I am as benevolent as the paradox of tolerance allows me to be. To me, I just want to live a happy life, a normal life, nothing special. Die normally and then die in peace and sleep forever. I think that is kind of what death is about. It's not an experience, because if you're dead you can't experience anything, because in order to experience anything you need a brain and you need to be alive. And that's just, you know, I've been dead before, you know, before I was born I didn't exist, and that was like 13.7 billion years of me not being there, and then suddenly I did exist because, you know, my parents did the thing. So I think I'm gonna be fine afterwards. It's just the kind of scary thought about, well, this is it. If I'm gone, then I don't think, at least I personally don't think I'm gonna be regain consciousness and be reborn. Maybe in a I don't know, a different universe, in the way that okay, that really goes deep into astronomy and math again, but if you look at Poincaré recurrence time, essentially what that branch of astrophysics says is that if you wait for long enough, the same things will emerge again. So to speak, maybe if this universe dies, and somewhere, somehow, a universe gets created that, or exists, that allows for life to exist just as it does here. And then maybe through sheer pure luck I get to exist again. Or maybe not, but I mean, my username is kind of what I believe, so to speak. I don't have proof that there's infinite universes out there, but the more astronomy and mathematics I read, the more I study that, the more I think reality is just one big fractal with infinite copies containing themselves. Probably far beyond anything a human mind can really grasp. I would travel through space smashing alien Lucy. Ah yes, a normal infinite omniverse chat, just having an info dump about astronomy and cosmology, and then Kinox says, I'm gonna smash that, Uzi. You know? Normal day. Problem is I'm born in an Islamic country and being an atheist, so yeah, I know, it's... Apostates are punishable by death, and that is just crazy. And I'm really sorry. Yeah, for your sake, maybe act like a Muslim, or just say that you're a Muslim and don't say that you're an atheist. I don't want you to get into trouble because of that. That would be really bad. Come on, Latios, shine for me. I'm really sorry about that, Ahmed. That has to suck. I know why, but I theorize that when we die, we either reincarnate as another human or another civilization in the universe. I mean, yeah, sure, there's no proof that that happens, but I can't also disprove it. Even though usually the burden of proof is on the one who makes the claim. But, yeah, it could be. I don't know. Although I think that eternal oblivion is unfortunately... Or unfortunately, maybe fortunately. Imagine hell being real, that would be horrifying. And also heaven. Do you really, like, have people thought about the implications of existing forever? I don't think so. Like, can you, I don't know, being in a nice hotel for 10 years? Okay, centuries? Googleplex years? Like, what happens to your soul then? That's longer than anything that ever existed in the universe then, and you just been in one place doing the same things over and over again. Like, would that even work forever, or would the angels have to come and wipe your memory? Now, there's so many questions, and the pastor never liked it when I ask questions like these. I mean, you can guess why, but I just wanted to know. I was just thinking, okay, but infinite existence? Being conscious indefinitely? Isn't that scary? And people just say, yeah, but you get to do the things that you like. Yes, okay, but have you thought through the implications? Like, will you like it in a Googleplex years? Or will, after a while, like, the human mind is not made for such long time. Just these time spans of existence, I guess. Like, what would happen there? There has to be something going on then. Is everyone in heaven old? Well, the newest ones, no. But it's just, like, those kind of questions, Just because I'm atheist doesn't mean I'm gonna change my name. I'm Ahmed, I'm always Ahmed, and I'm proud of that. I see, yeah, sometimes when Muslims go atheist mode, they denounce their Muslim name and then they get a different name. But yeah, you don't need to do that. If you like your name, then keep it Ahmed. Ah, there we go. Please be shiny. For me. For the viewers. No? Alright. Try again. Just a scary thought. I do like discussing these philosophical topics though. But yeah, I think that is gonna happen after you die. It's just like before you were born, you just don't exist. But in a way that's good, you don't feel pain, you just don't exist. Of course that's impossible to imagine because all of the things that you're basing feelings or how something exists off of is while you are a conscious mind. And of course, if you're dead, you're not a conscious mind anymore. You once were one, but now you're not. And then there's no concept of time, of space, of anything really. So I don't think it's a black void, because that is something, even though it's a void, but no, it's not like you're stuck in a black void. There's just nothing, because there's nothing to experience. It is scary to some. But I think this might be a merciful thing if you really think about the implications of eternal existence. It's good that my family isn't against me for my decision that I made about becoming atheist, but I'm seeing if I can be good enough to find a job outside of my country once I'm old enough. In a country that is more okay with atheists. Oh, what kind of country are you looking for? You hope you get isekai'd? Well, technically, doesn't everyone get isekai'd once they get born? You enter existence from non-existence. That's literally the first isekai, no? But you reminded me of something really dark. Have you ever heard of Randy Stare? That was a YouTuber who actually, I think he had a schizoid mental illness. And I mean, yeah, it's actually not really funny. And he actually thought that once if he dies that he will get isekai'd into his own fan fiction world, and it was about Ember from the Danny Phantom universe, something like that. It was really, it's a rabbit hole. Yeah, if you just Google or just on YouTube open up a new tab and go for Randy Stare. So RANDY space STAIR. So Randy Stare, that was his citizen name. And then he's the killer YouTuber, sometimes he's called like that. It's a crazy rabbit hole, really. I hope it's a harem hentai isekai. Oh, Kinox. Are we still horny? Don't move to England, you're alien. Yeah, I don't think in the UK is really that neat to Muslims. I don't think so. I don't know, honestly it's hard to pick. And that's true. Also, well, I mean, you speak English, that is a good thing. Don't know where there's a country that's 100% okay with atheists. Also where I can find a job to be able to work. I mean, a lot of countries, like in Luxembourg, no one bats an eye if you're an atheist. Yeah, don't go to England. They're not known to... I mean, it does have a lot of Muslim immigrants. But from what I've heard, the treatment really isn't the best, unfortunately. So maybe that's not the best idea.
Select a memory card.
But you said you don't want to stay in Iraq?
Why did this have to happen?
Voices in the music. How about Ireland? Gonna say hi to Philip Farrell and Iveda for me. It's my secret, I'm always horny. Horny on Main, I think it's called. Right. No, Latios, I know you're here. Or maybe the Netherlands, if Max Power was here, who would probably say that. No, that's a minen. Love my country, but there's not much I can do, plus our country is only falling down harder and harder. Yeah, I see. I don't know if job opportunities are really that great there. Okay, it's not a shiny. Hey there, Philip Farrell. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? When you talk about the Philip Farrell, he will come. Hey, no problem. I'll also stream tomorrow in case you can come by. Although in about 6-7 minutes I will go to bed. But let's see if in the last minutes that maybe I'll get the Latios as a shiny. Let's see. Hope you're doing good, Philip. But yeah, we were talking about Ireland as a potential immigration country for Ahmed. Have an Issei level of horny, but I'm restrained. That's the difference. Oh god, I'm not weeaboo enough to know what Issei level is. But I'm not sure if I really want to know. Yeah, we summoned you because we talked about Ireland. Now, if I say balls, classic should come. And if someone mentions politics, maybe Kaiser Karmazin will get summoned. Some of my viewers have special summons, I guess. Can anyone here do this in real life, like a wheelie? I'm scared that I may not find a job after all. I'm very weak. Well, that's what you're saying. I need to work really hard to get a lot of jobs in Iraq to even imagine getting a job outside. After all, I'm not good enough. Well, that's what you think. I mean, I do know that you're very critical of yourself. Unnecessarily so, I might add. To be fair, I was like that as a teenager as well. I think that's kind of normal. I mean, I'd rather have that than a narcissist, but still, it's kind of sad seeing. I mean, you have talent, and you have strength. I mean, I know what you want to do later when you get a job. But there's still so many possibilities for you. I can, but it probably wouldn't end well. Going to Israel. Yikes. I don't think so. If you want to live a long life, then don't. And apparently we're talking also before about some astrophysics. At least I did a info dump again. And apparently there's some Chilean guy who owns the moon. He purchased the moon. I don't know how that is legal or even possible, feasible. And why would you even buy the moon? Like, what would you do with that? Imagine the US or just any nation that wants to land on the moon having to ask that guy for permission. It's not like you can just take a stroll on your moon, even if you own it. Farrah Lucy. Hope Ivida is doing alright as well. Come on, Latios, play nice. So the Latias took me only one stream, and this one is like the Ruby, the other Ruby, the French Ruby one takes me multiple streams. Oh, Latios. Right. On the good side, I have plans for the future. I'm planning to force myself to learn more European languages to be able to be a translator or language teacher. I mean, that would be good, I guess. Oh. Yeah, what European languages are you interested in? French, German, Dutch. I mean, English, I guess, that's a European language. Luxembourgish. Imagine becoming a Luxembourgish teacher, that would be so funny. Chat to see again. Yeah, chat is now a bit more quiet than usual. But yeah, it is close to the end. Come on, Raciosu. Trelvusi. The Usi virus is spreading. Spanish and French, I guess, or Italian. Ah, parla italiano. Or French. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you learn one of them, learning the other one is definitely gonna be easier because they are very close to each other. As in they're from the same language family tree. They have a lot of overlapping words or words that share the same origin. Bro, Philip. He ussies you back. You don't like that? Alright. Last chance to see for tonight's stream if the Latios is indeed shiny. I hope it is. No, it's not. That's very unfortunate. Oh well, still had a blast, especially the astronomy bit. That made my autistic brain tingle. That was wonderful. And as always, thank you so much for being part of the stream. I don't know if you're still here, Galax, but thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna hopefully see you all tomorrow. So until then, goodbye and good night.